And welcome everyone here to GLEC playoffs, where we have, I believe this is going to be the second seed versus third seed. The second seeded CSU going up against the third seeded Bethel, where you saw last time on stream, Bethel beating BW to move on. So now, going into this one, they have a tough matchup against the number 2 seed. I'm LT Barone, joined by
Mr. Afro.
Yep, and it looks like that we are planning to have a good one here. How do you feel about your team?
I'm pretty confident. They did have a tough match last time they versed them online, but I'm very confident they can win this time.
Yeah, and just especially watching them, Blake 496, I believe.
645.
645. Yeah, Blake and Gus just doing a ton of damage against BW, and also just not giving any slack either to the rest of the players. Echo, the other player that played significantly well, was able to contribute when he was needed, but the CSU team is nothing to be scoffed at, especially like you said, you guys played online. Unfortunately, most of our division's online, but yeah. We have, there's Colonies, Dreamless, Chimpus, Arctic, and just so much more. Like, that is a stacked team, and it looks like they are starting with Colonies. So, Colonies has been playing a backup Roy this season.
Yeah.
I'm not really expecting that, but against Blake, we are probably going to see Young Link versus Luigi.
Yeah. I feel like Blake has got this. Oh, it looks like Gus is going in, actually.
Oh.
Palu versus Young Link.
When was the last time I've seen that? I don't
Never.
know. Yeah.
Never seen that.
Cross that off on the bingo card.
A new match of 2025.
Yeah. And now, like, yeah, looking at that, Palu versus Young Link, there's a lot of projectiles, a good amount going at that PS2 neutral stage, but I feel like the zoning belongs to Colonies, but then when it comes to that mid-range game, that back air shield does so much.
Vicious. Very vicious.
So just being able to just see that, and being able to know that and use that, and Gus, you throwing out a lot of smash attacks against BW, and it worked expertly. So,
honestly, yeah, I was shocked. He usually doesn't do this against us or most other teams. And the fact that it was working, very shocking, but can't complain because it's my team, so.
Yeah, and now it is going to be Gus versus not Arctic, that is Colonies, but that's going to be fixed, so I'm not going to harp on it. But yeah, also just like he's been getting like only one nair, not the full conversion, but still been getting the combo. And that up out of shield, not going to get it.
Ooh.
But that one's
going up air shield, up air.
Yep.
Doesn't follow it up.
Yeah, only 41%, nothing
crazy.
Yeah. And explosive
flame.
Yeah, trading that out, and then that arrow being sent out, but actually the boomerang claimed.
You missed it. Colonies with his own attack.
Yeah, both these characters, I feel like I'd put them similarly on the tier list. There's both pretty strong all-around characters, so it's going to really depend on A, how much you know your character, and B, how well you can outplay your opponent. Exactly. And these two are really good players.
93 to 59, 72%.
Yep, but Bomb tried getting the up B. Yeah, but that Zare recovery able to do wonders right now. Calling up, and that's going to take it. I did not expect that to kill so early, but wow, getting a conversion, even getting hit. Tried calling him out, going the other way.
There. He's off stage. What's Gus going to do? Nair off stage? Does it kill?
Just barely. That bomb's going to save him. And the cheese not going to get it, though. Not enough cheese.
Grab. Gus for boomerang. Gus avoiding this pretty well, actually.
Yeah,
he grabbed it. Ooh, up air.
Yeah, he is moving pretty well with this, but going to run straight into that explosive play.
Can Gus bring it back?
Yep, and then he is going to tie it up. And like the question you asked, can Gus bring this back? Only down 73. That is something Palu can get out of with those nairs.
Nair. 40% explosive flame. When he missed it, gets grabbed.
Yeah, down throw does do the DI though, so avoids back air. But
that stage. Wow. He doesn't make it back. Gus brought this back very quickly.
Yeah, and this is going to be a very quick turnaround for Bethel, as they were just down, but now it looks like a whole different story. Getting naired again, forward air is able to save it.
Gus gets back on stage.
Yep,
now with the aggression.
Getting the fire arrow, and
ooh, boomerang.
Nothing there quite yet.
Up B.
I believe that was a misinput.
Most
But
likely.
these nairs, just like the little damage it does, it's going to go a long way, especially with that stock lead. Gus can just play this extremely safe, has the lead.
Ooh, trade.
Yeah, gets the arrow.
Forward air.
Not going to kill, but off
Dangerous.
stage.
Bomb. He shields it all. Grab. Wow, okay. Really good.
Yeah, crazy grab.
Down to, ooh.
I believe that's supposed to be
Colony.
back here, but the nair good just move anyways to throw out, so it works.
Yeah. Oh, up air. And it kills. Even stocks, different percent. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, anything can happen. We saw it last time that Gus
Grab.
was down.
Air. Back air. Wow.
He is
shocking.
He is moving right now.
Back air again.
And now trapping him in that corner. 39, 53, 71. Colin, boomerang
kill?
forward air,
It
not
doesn't
yet.
kill.
This kill screen lies in this game,
Loves to lie. Loves it a lot.
but all this
Blocking
shield
all of
pressure.
it. Oh, gets up air. You got something underneath. Gets the up air again.
Yeah,
What would he
bad
do?
positioning for
there
Colin.
again.
He's still
He's
alive.
surviving. No, he's surviving.
I swear, all these characters ate their Wheaties this morning.
Back?
They refuse to die for
Oh.
playoffs. Great call out. That forward air not going
Okay.
to yet, but both at kill
100%.
percent.
Ooh, that was bad. And
Yep.
it's bad. Good match by the both of them.
Yep, that was going.
Colony seems
That's
to
going
take
to do it. What a way to close it out. Colonies, even after losing that stock super early, able to keep composure, able to clean it up, and Bethel being down. Cleveland State has the lead.
This is skills of two top prodigies.
Yeah, that's
Keeping that
definitely.
composure is number one.
Yeah, I was going to say
when you play someone good.
That's definitely a word to use, prodigies, because both these players, that was a really high level
Yeah.
game right there, and you could tell.
Let's see who Bethel sends in.
Yeah, who do you think that Bethel should send in? They have the Mario, they have the Villager, and obviously Blake as Luigi.
This is hard because we want to keep Blake because he's our second best,
Yeah.
but we also want to get rid of Colony's stock. And since he's a good player, he could restock one of our players. We don't want to send in Villager because he can also beat the Rob and Bayonetta they have. We don't. We might want to send in Mario in the situation.
Yeah, and Echo, like I said, played pretty well against
Yeah.
BW, so hoping to carry on that momentum and just overall a good Mario.
And he is going in.
Yep, he is going in Colonies, discussing with his team what to ban, what to do, and yeah, just like you said, a
Overall
lot.
game plan.
Yeah, like I feel like the best answer was probably Villager because
Yeah.
Pocket, but then like. Oh
don't have
boy,
to
can't wait for Bayonetta Villager. Oh
Yeah.
wait, can't wait for Rob Villager.
Rob Villager.
Yeah, like it could be so abysmal, and that's been the daunting thing about going against Cleveland State. They have little weakness in their lineup, and all their players are really strong.
Yeah.
But Bethel, your team, trying to prove that they are just as strong, if not stronger, and Echo with only one stock that needs to be taken. As someone that went even with them the last time I played, which was last GLEC, I think he can. I think he could do it. Obviously, he could do it without getting 3 stocked. I think he might lose like 1 or 2, but it still shouldn't be that bad coming out of this.
Yeah. I think he's got it, but one thing he struggles with is keeping his composure. He doesn't get like angry, but he gets like stressed and nervous.
I swear, that's a Mario main thing.
Yeah. He gets stressed and nervous about losing the game. And he notices, right? He tries not to, but you're just human.
Yeah.
So you can't really do much about it.
It's like one of the things you notice that you're stressed, or you're trying to prevent that, but that's just making you more stressed.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's not going to stack up against him right now, because you need your best composure about against Colonies, because Colonies, he is playing really well.
He will take that stress and destroy with it, and it's going to be bad.
Yep. As we get the taunts
And the
down,
game
Colonies
started.
gets a glass of milk and is ready to go, doing the Mario combo.
Fireball. Down air? Double? Crazy.
Great call out with that double dip down air. 56
Here, guys,
like
he
that.
grabs.
Not getting the second
up
one.
air. Goes to the down air, back air.
Yeah, but now just really solid gameplay. 78, trying to rack up more percent. 93, but now Colonies
in there.
responding in
Goes
kind.
behind him. Let's see what Mario can do. playing some neutral right now.
That's the thing. I feel like Bethel has a lot of just all-around characters, and then Luigi and Villager.
Yeah.
Like, Mario can play almost any game plan, and that would have definitely taken the stock had Mario just stepped back a bit farther.
Ooh.
And
Gets a shield, but gets hit by Boomerang.
Yep.
Missed up smash.
Yep. Not going to connect, though. Great fireball to just prevent the Boomerang from hitting him, because Colonies can get a conversion from
Gets
here.
him off stage. This is dangerous for Mario. But he gets back on. That's great.
Yeah, gets the
down throw.
Down throw.
Doesn't do anything off stage. Colonies getting back. He gets to center.
Yeah, now that spot dodge is going to get punished by Nair. How is he going to respond? That air dodge puts him in a bad position.
Oh,
yep,
he gets it off stage.
Take it.
Down to stock.
So now Echo just taking a second to breathe. Really smart to do. The back air gets straight out by the bomb. The down air not going to kill.
Goes for a down air.
Yeah, trying to go deep, not going to work out. Down throw, up air misses. Up tilt, not into much.
Connects, forward air. Reflected Boomerang.
Yeah, what a reflect. Just like, hey, get off me.
In the back air. And it kills.
Yeah.
Sad to see a stock loss, but it's better to get him out of the way. Don't worry about the stock you lost.
Yeah, and now just essentially, as long as you get one Mario combo down, it's fair game.
Yeah, it's fair.
The thing is, you're going to have to get that Mario combo against, I believe, Chimpus. So going to have to watch for which time. Going to have to watch for... just going to have to watch for a lot of bats within, things that can just pretty much disregard Mario combos if they're not true.
Yeah. Bayonetta's a hard opponent.
Yeah.
DLC privilege.
Yeah, Smash 4 DLC privilege. I mean, hey, I play Cloud. DLC is DLC.
Yeah, but Cloud is like, it's like the Piranha Plants of DLC. They're
What?
good. But when Cloud's good, I'm not going to be like, oh, he sucks. He's good. Honestly, he's good. But he's not like irritating to play like Bayonetta is.
Okay, are we talking about Smash Ultimate or Smash 4?
Ultimate.
You should talk to my team. They do not.
They don't like Cloud?
They do not like playing against Cloud, and I take a little bit of credit for that.
He's annoying, but then again, you gotta like realize he's a story character. All of them kind of annoying in their own way.
Yeah, I mean, our coach is was one of the better Clouds in Ohio. So like every time we played, we would just get like rolled by Cloud for like a couple of hours, and it's like, okay, great practice.
Now I understand.
But yeah, now I like it. I like the idea.
Yeah, DK.
Yeah, but
Go
now,
for cheese, see what happens.
But now Mario versus Bayonetta, another one that I don't think I've seen often, but it's going to have to be something that Echo can overcome. Gets a stage that he probably wants on Battlefield.
Let's see what can happen.
And now
get the aggression.
Yep.
14%. Ooh.
And avoids those guns too. And there's the start of the combo, but only getting 14. And then getting the up B. But Echo playing this pretty well right now. In
similar percent.
Yep. I was going to say until getting hit.
Ooh,
even
nice
the bats within getting jabbed out of it. I never thought of that. If they avoid the first hit, just keep swinging. But speaking of keep swinging, that is a quick 80.
Oh, he rolls it. But gets caught in the combo again.
Yeah,
messes it up.
2.
Oh, he messed the platform.
Yeah, but that's still going to do a lot.
Gets caught. Up there. Up.
Not going to take it, but almost does. A lot of rage on this Mario. Sniped with the fireball, doesn't get the second one.
Gets in there. Doesn't get a jab lock.
Yeah, and like you said, even percent. Like these players are kind of going back and forth right now.
Nice nair.
Yeah, the nair comes out.
Goes for a jab.
And all you need is one big move to take it.
Time failed.
Both these players kind of swinging for the fences. There's that Mario up smash. There's the back air.
Ooh,
and just avoiding each other barely.
Oh, the back air.
Not going to take it. Going off stage. I don't think that's a jump, so that might be the stock. I lied.
Ooh.
And now that down air.
Oh, it doesn't get hit.
Nope. Getting him a little bit of refreshment. Yeah,
back air doesn't kill. Wow.
Bayonetta is thick with an extra C today.
Great DI.
And now that is going to be forward throw. Not going to take it. Guns coming out, burning that jump. Living avoids the back air too. And
somehow gets that back air.
That back air.
Because the up smash just there, Parker.
And now it's going to be Echo trying to bring this back. Down 153%, but that's a Mario combo and a forward air off stage. Let's see what he can do.
Up throw. Down air. What's he going to do? Tries to flood.
Yeah, getting the forward throw. Forward air. Try going for the second one. He knows he's on stream. And now getting the back air. Hard call out. And now Echo playing really well right now. Getting all this percent. That's not the spike hit. I mean, that's the wrong hitbox, but that jab will kill.
Yep. But 76% is not a bad percent.
Yeah, doing a lot of extra credit. Still having to do a bit more if he wants to bring this back, but still good showing overall by Echo. Getting the dash attack.
Oh, gets caught. Shields the back air.
Yep, and then those up tilts missing, but that up smash not.
Up air, misses the down air.
Yeah, tried getting that little cheeky conversion, and then getting the 1, 2, 3
combo.
Yep, missing that part. There it is. Really missing these. I don't know if this is DI or just like maybe he's supposed to jump there or something, but either way, you take those.
Goes for a down air twice.
Yep, go for the third one, the charm. Not going to take it though. And there's the dash attack. Getting him some more water. These floods just keeping him off stage, which is really good. Tried going for the cape, not going to do it.
Bayonet back on stage, missed the grab.
Yeah, now
back to neutral.
Yep. This is a really important thing because if Echo doesn't take this stock, Chimpus can go into the next game with 2 lives, even though he's at 159.
I get the back air.
Yep, that is going to make it so much better, but 89%. Can Mario with range do something?
It's the comeback reel.
Sir Afro says,
which time?
Yep, Mr. Afro says the comeback is real. Is it going to happen? Up throw, down air, up B? Nah, I believe. And now some fireballs, up air, up air, up air, turns it around. Not going to take it, but 77. Little bit of extra fireball for the road.
Both very killable right now.
Yeah, like you said, death percent for both of them. But Chimp is trying to end it now.
It's not it.
Great DI in Echo, playing the best he can, DIing to live. That
gets the last hit.
Yep.
F tilt.
F tilt and getting sniped by this fireball again. And this back air, not going to take it yet. 112 to 150.
Flood off stage.
Yeah, getting a bit more water. This flood has been crucial for keeping him in the corner. And this might be it. No, I lied. Oh my gosh. I thought that did so much more. But 174 to 112. Air dodge gets it called out, and that's going to be it. Great showing by the both of them. And just like, just like that, brought it back, really. That is a much closer game than they came into, so you'll definitely take it.
Let's see what we throw out. I'm assuming we're going to throw out Luigi. And then Rob's going to come in, most likely, after that point. Or Aegis could come out also.
Yeah, I was thinking Isabel, but I think you know your team. Well, no, that's not Blake.
Nah, it's Brendan.
All right, so I believe
it's either Villager or Isabel. One of the two.
Yeah, either Villager or Isabel. So having to deal with a relatively bad matchup, all he has to do is just take one stock, and then he's going to be in a probably better matchup.
Yeah.
Or
depending on
marginal.
What he thinks.
Yeah.
He thinks everything's a losing matchup.
Oh my gosh.
But you just play Villager, not the greatest character.
I mean, if you think everything's a losing matchup and you win, that's got to be a confidence boost.
Yeah. But he has said he doesn't like the Bale matchup, but has won in it before, so.
Yeah.
Is it a lie? I don't know.
I mean, I think it's a bad matchup. I don't know. I don't see many.
Nah, it is.
I was going to say, I don't see many Villagers.
Nah, no Villagers like willingly playing this matchup.
Yeah. And Sage of Fire, I actually remember him from the first game this semester. Yeah, he really clutched it out for Bethel against BW, just showing up and taking more stocks than what was required of him, and really just hoping to try to carry that onto land. I don't know how to rate those SDs, but I will say they were very efficient.
Very quick SDs. Gets tree up.
Yeah, and that tree can protect him from these guns, so avoiding unnecessary damage. And then that up tilt into the grab, calling out the spot dodge.
Oh my gosh.
He's just calling out these air dodges, and it's got a lot. But speaking of a lot of damage, 35, nothing more though. And just Chimp is trying to just smother him at this point.
Oh, he makes it back.
Yeah, and there goes the bowling ball. Bowling ball part 2 hits. And then bowling ball part 3, no. 46 to 51. If he is able to leave this with no damage, this can be good, but Chimp is trying to do some extra credit. Yeah, that could have been
still off
crucial.
stage, though.
Yeah, making him go low and still able to recover.
Back air.
Oh, those guns not going to take it, not the full powered ones. And now Chimp is just having full stage control. And spot dodges, but that's not going to be enough.
And he's not dead.
Yep, 150 to, that's going to be enough though. Now it's going to be 5 to 7, still favoring Chimpus and CSU.
Gets his tree up.
Yeah, shooting through the tree. I didn't know he could even do that. Random bowling ball works because it works. And then just keep doing it. Calling out, but not going to get it in.
Gets him up in the air.
Yep.
Down air.
There's just been a lot of projectiles thrown around, and I didn't know that Chimpus could actually get a lot off of witch timing those. And then the tree comes out, not going to get it. Now here's his ledge trapping scenario. Is able to just get over it. What do you think Sage of Fire needs to do to take the stock?
Honestly, I don't even know. I barely play Villager. This is his main. I've been telling him to play Steve for a long time, but it's smart.
Yeah,
when he gets to kill with the tree.
Yep, and just baited it out like, hey, I'm going to do something, and then just that was able to do it. Now we have a 5-6 contest.
Let's see how we go into this one.
These teams swinging back and forth against each other.
I've been telling him to play Steve the whole time, bro. Because he's smart. He plays Villager really well, but then again, you're playing Villager. You can't do that much.
You can play Villager, but Villager's not going to... As someone who does not play a good character in Ike, playing a low tier does not...
It doesn't help.
It doesn't do you favors. But I also understand, if you love that low tier, I don't think Ike is low tier, but if you love that low tier, if you love that character that's not, I mean, that's mid at best, you gotta make it work. And if he wants to make it work, then he's gonna do it. And going into Dreamless, which Pyra Mithra going up against Villager. I think another one on my bingo card that I haven't seen before.
Yep, you'll see. Out here wasting time.
Yeah, I like that one. That was funny. And now going to start off. Planting the tree. And now it's just going to be, can he go in? Just straight up axe. 28% just like that, naring, and Dreamless kind of just being stuck around all these traps. Dreamless able to do damage there, but gets hit by the tree.
People don't learn is that don't play around trees, especially if it's chopped or if it's growing. Just don't be around it.
Yeah, but great conversion by Dreamless. Gets him off stage, and that down air is going to take it.
Dead. Let's see if the comeback is real or not.
That's what he gets for playing worse Ike. But now off stage again, is able to make it, and now throwing Blazing Edge, able to get in a better position. And the down air almost hitting, but the nair comes out. And now Dreamless just searching for these down airs, trying to take the stock. Not going to get it just yet, but this Blazing Edge can do just as well. Down tilt, calls out the forward air.
And it's dead.
Yep. And now going to the better one. There is Mithra, and Mithra does what Mithra things, and that is going to be a whole lot of damage. 35 right out the gate. 47 with that hard call out. And doing it again because it works. He really wants that stock now. Down there. Not going to get it, and just continuing to swing. And yeah, if you're down, what are you going to do? Not going to down air, but down tilt, up air, not it.
Let's see what Ren can do.
If he is able to take one more, that could mean the whole world for this. But instead, he's going to die. And now that is going to be 5-3.
It's a tough matchup.
Yep. All up to Blake to take the next 5.
Blake's done it before. Let's see if he can do it again.
Oh, he's definitely done it before. But yeah, Dreamless playing really well. He played that solidly. It looked like there might have been a bit of an experience in the beginning, falling for that down air off stage, but was able to turn it around. And hey, if you're Bethel, you take those.
You take those.
Yeah, so
a stock's a stock.
I was going to say a stock's a stock's a stock. So going now to PS2, one of the more neutral stages. And yeah,
happens.
I was going to say, have you seen Blake play against a Pirate Mithra? And if you have, how'd that go?
If I have, I can't remember.
Fair enough.
Honestly. It's just a amalgamation of games. I don't really remember who.
Yeah, everything's a blur.
Yeah, it's just games.
Yeah. But now
a lot of it's Blake, so that's what Blake can do. With 3 stocks to 5, I'm hoping for this comeback.
Yep, Blake trying to make this comeback 5-3. So Dreamless is going to SD once. Yeah, makes sense. He ended on the bad one. Boo!
Does he realize?
Yep, and like really Blake, while the chips are down against him, he could kind of play loose because he has nothing really to lose for. If he loses stock, oh well, we go to the next game.
Exactly. Shields it.
Yeah, but
shields it again.
It looks like Dreamless able to play the camping game with Blake of like, if you want to keep throwing Fireball, I'll keep throwing stuff too. Prominence Revolt able to grab the ledge.
Ooh.
That down B not connecting. Yeah, calling it out, not going to get it, and then Zaire into dash attack again, but down tilt.
Avoids it. Ooh.
Yeah, Dreamless swinging big, but missing even bigger. That is a low shield, though. What are they going to do? Huge call out with that Flame Nova, but going to be interrupted by the Fireball.
Gets it down air.
Forward air once, the dare comes out, nothing there, but that's going to connect. Calls out the air dodge, forward air, and that's a stock.
It's tough.
Yeah, Dreamless playing really well right now, and doing it with all Pyro, which is a really interesting choice.
Never seen that, actually.
Yeah, going for the down air, going for it the sequel.
The sequel.
Yeah. And now getting down thrown, back air, not going to take it. That has been an optimization I've seen Luigi players do, but now Zaire into
switches.
Does that grab? Sure doesn't. And that's going to be now Dreamless on his last stock. And now missing the grab too. Yeah, once again, I'm really surprised. Just all Pyra. I kind of understand the idea of just playing Ike, of like big damage, outranges, and then if the Fireball comes out, yeah, you have that move. So just like continually keeping Luigi at bay. If Luigi can't go in, he can't really get much of his game plan going. But he got in. Let's see what it does. Only 44. But, yep.
Gets caught.
Yeah, nothing too much, but still Fireball. The side B into the Nair.
Hey, he gets it. Oh, he wanted it.
That up B out of shield, not going to connect. Pretty unfortunate.
Similar percents.
Yeah, now forward air. Ooh. Not going to get it there. In these down tilts, that's going to connect, try to get him off stage, and that's going to be the stock.
It's a stock. Wow.
And now it's going to be 4-3. Blake trying to bring it back. All up to Arctic to do it.
The comeback is very real. Very real.
So yeah, Luigi Rob, very interesting matchup, because if it's a specific Rob, it's okay, we have 2 0 to death characters on the screen.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen with Arctic, he sometimes can do that, or sometimes he could get you to 70 and then down air you anyways.
Yeah. Being on the Rob, it can either be a camp fest or he eviscerates you and you don't have fun the entire game.
Yeah. And it's like, yes, this was my fault somewhere in this.
Yeah.
But yeah, both of these players laughing it up. They probably played against each other either way. Good friends, and just overall, we've been playing against each other in GLEC for like a couple years. So at this point, you gotta know your opponents.
Yeah, you gotta know them eventually.
Yeah, so now going into this next game, I kind of forgot what stage it was because I was yapping.
Doesn't even matter for a 1-on-1 playing.
Yep, Luigi Rob. Let's see how this goes.
32 stocks. Let's see what happens. The comeback is very real, but the win for Cleveland is also very real here too.
Yeah, Arctic is a good Rob in this league, and Blake showing off to be one of the best. So yeah, shooting off the charged laser, and then now we start on Battlefield. Battlefield, I feel like, is one of the better stages for both these characters because they get a lot of extensions on their combos. So their already deadly combo game can be expounded on that top platform. And you can even mix up your recovery by going up there, where it looks like Arctic is just using that as like the camping zone of like, I will not let you, if you get up here, you will get punished, so just leave me alone. Yeah, and then here's kind of the gameplay. Yeah, just I am going to stay up here, and if you approach me, you might die. But Blake fighting this really well, though, of just like sharking with up air, sharking with forward air, but going to take 70 and stuck in this corner.
Ooh, gets it.
Yeah, gets that simple conversion for 76. Nair, not much there. Gyron pulling it out, not going to do it though.
Makes it back on stage, gets a gyro.
Yep, throws the gyro up. Yep, just trying to keep it out of play essentially. And now stuck in the corner. This is not where Luigi wants to be. And Arctic continually keeping him in the corner. Gyro from deep, going to be clanked. The down air not going to hit because of the delay.
Up smash.
Yep, that roll is going to get hit. And now a high call out, not going to take it though. What a call out by Blake of just, I know you're going to jump, I'm going to down B, and not taking the stock. Rob is heavy.
Another down B.
That one not going to do it either, but with Gyro, if he's able to use it correctly, will take it. And Arctic just mixing up his recovery so well. Weak hit back air.
Oh, try to go for the call out.
Oh my gosh, the wind box just made him fly. And now Nair, Gyro, air dodge is there, but now, yep, that's going to snipe, and that's going to be it. And with that, that's going to be a 1-0 lead for CSU.
It is the best of 3 series. The comeback is still very real. You can win 2 games in a row and still win.
What do you think Bethel needs to do to change to make this a 1-1 instead of a 1-0?
Honestly, it was probably either our start or how the starting game went. They both played good, kept it very close in stocks. Third game, they kind of go bad, but all in all, it's just how a few options went, and it went in their favor.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. If you can change that, I think we got it.
Yeah, just a few minimal actions, and that could be a different story, but not getting it. And
are we taking a break?
Okay. And yeah, as we are going to wait for them to come back, like CSU played great. Their lineup is solid, and I think one of the big things is Sage of Fire being able to just like kind of be that mix-up. And looking at the rest of the bracket, whoever wins this is going to have to go against the winner of Manchester and Illinois Wesleyan for grands, and I believe that's going to be tomorrow. And looking at the lower games, BW winning against Shawnee State 2-1, and then beating Mount Union. I hope that's 2-0 instead of just 2-blank. So they're going to fight for the 5th place match. And Tiffin, after upsetting Shawnee State, got 2-0'd by Manchester. And then now they are playing against Concordia. The winner of that is going to play BW for that 5th place match. But Tiffin already outseeding their placement. So yeah, other than that, Shawnee State and Olivet Nazarene are playing for that 9th place. And Concordia, after the, not really an upset, but got 2-0'd by Illinois Wesleyan, beat Olivet, and now playing against Tiffin to avoid that 7th place match as the 5th seed.
Let's see if there's an upset. Wonder who's going in.
Yeah, as we
got their blind picks ready.
As we wait to see who goes in, coaches are showing who is going in. And it is going to be Blake, their tried and true starter, going up against Colony's Young Link.
All right.
So I feel like they put Gus in instead of Blake for a reason. I feel like this might not be a matchup that Blake is comfortable in. That doesn't mean it's impossible, but uncomfortability and playability are definitely two different things. But if CSU has been preparing for this, then this could spell not that well for Bethel.
Let's see what happens. Luigi versus Younglink. Might be hard for Luigi to get in, but then again, Luigi can zero to death you very fast.
That's the thing. Luigi is a better Kazuya at this point because it's like, oh no, he can't go in. And then once he goes in, you're suddenly on your next stock. Like, it's so crazy to see, especially this late in the meta for this development. Getting the up B into up air just to get hit by a down B into another combo. About even percent, but not anymore.
I'd go for O smash. I like to call out, but it didn't work.
Yeah, but that's going to be no jump, so that's a lot of damage he just had to take.
Another down B, the mash.
Yeah, these down Bs are getting a lot of mileage. Back air into into dash attack. Now stuck in the corner.
Oh.
Wow!
Crazy interaction.
I don't even know what the bomb did, but it worked. And
he got it right back.
He got it back in blood on that one. And now that's going to be the arrow into dash attack just for a quick true combo. And Colony's playing, once again, this campy gameplay of like, I will not let you get in. And if you get in, it's on my turn so I can hit you.
Keeps him out very well, actually. 62-0.
Yeah, but Blake, as we've seen, has just needed one opening no matter what it's been.
Makes it back. Ooh, no grab.
86%. Stuck in the corner, though.
Gets 13 on him.
Yep, down tilt, up B, not going to take it. And that's going to be another recovery. Nair getting beat out by Link Nair. And now
rolls in, gets caught by F tilt.
Not going to do it either. 148. Almost got sniped by that arrow, but still alive, but still stuck in this corner. It's like a Walgreens just in the corner.
Bars.
And now, and now just waiting for one big hit. That is a Nair, but weak hit, so not going to do it. 160-28. Even though they're on the same stock, Colony's really just taking control, keeping Luigi from one corner to another. Finally able to get that stage control. And
but
still
not
alive.
Dead.
Yeah, 167 though. I don't know how Rage reacts. How Rage changes Luigi's combos, but his kill power is just a completely different beast now.
Oh, the mash. Saved him right there.
48% to 189.
Makes it out.
That down air, yep.
Wow, Fireball stalled it. That's actually insane.
Yep, that move lasts forever as he bounces over the Fireball, gets the trade, and gets the lead for CSU. Now the forward air, not getting the back air, but down throw.
Up air.
Yep.
Double
air
block.
Coming out, nothing there. And now still boomerang, forward air. And then just a lot of bomb play from both of them. 83 stuck, and just once again, Blake stuck in this corner. That's no jump, still alive though, and calling out the jump. And Younglink projectiles can just seem oppressive at times. Like, we have an arrow for the ground. Yes, that's going to be the stop.
It's a 1-1 stock situation. But Blake's at very much kill percent.
Yeah, but Blake...
And he can kill him at this point.
Yeah, Blake needs to go in for the kill, but Colony's playing his best of avoiding that. 120-10, setting him off stage with that Nair. And now how is he going to deal with the corner pressure? That's not going to... Yep, that's going to do it, and that is going to be 10-9 for CSU.
Up a stock, just like last time. Can we bring it back and make it even? That's the real question.
Yeah, and now what is going to be the lineup change? Do you send in the Mario second still? Do you send in Gus to just try to erase it off the screen? Do we even try the Villager? Because you know what they're going to send next.
In my opinion, I'd probably just send in Parker again, Eco. Just because he did good last time.
Yeah.
The worst that would probably happen compared to last time was he loses a stock. You're still down a stock. He goes in, does whatever he can.
Yeah.
You still have Gus as an anchor to save for Rob, Bayo, whoever else.
Yeah, like that. I'm thinking either Eco. Sometimes I just feel like you gotta just put everything to the fan to see what happens, and like sending in Gus right after, while that can be dangerous, can also just like roll the rest of CSU. But it looks like that is going to be Sage of Fire. My original pick for what they should have sent, but
and it's not a bad choice either.
Yeah, there's a reason that they're over there and I'm over here. So yeah, going to be Villager versus Young Link. Villager could pocket at least one projectile and then use it for a combo later down the road. So let's see how that's going to interact. I believe if he sucks the bomb, I don't think Young Link can pull another one. I'm not entirely sure.
This matchup is brand new to me.
Yeah. Yes, I've seen so many Young Link Villagers in my lifetime.
Yeah. It's just such a common matchup, man.
I know.
Such a common matchup, bro.
Yeah, it's my fault for not knowing it. But, yeah, as they fist bump, they are ready to go, and so are we.
You only got one stock. Let's see if we can pull off.
Yep.
You can keep all three.
All right, let's see this ST. Yep, nope, they're just running off. Saving time.
Bro's about it.
Good tether cancel, but still, just running off, and now getting a bit of advice from, I've never played Legend of Zelda. I'm not gonna pretend that I have. But yeah,
same. Pockets boomerang.
Yeah, pockets of boomerang. Hopefully to just like negate that move, and I think it does. Nope, I lied.
Nope. Gets it back.
They were just waiting for me to say something to make me look foolish.
Yep. He's listening to you right now.
Yeah, but good parry of it just to send another one back.
Tree goes up. Has his wall up.
Yep. Colony's like, all right, great. You have a tree. I am staying here.
Pocket
Let me know when you want to play the game.
Gets bombed, drops it.
Yeah, just a whole lot of projectiles, a lot of things of just preventing each other from essentially interacting. Like, I don't want to go in, you don't want to go in. Let's see whose airsoft thing works. But yeah, strong boomerang.
Gets it again, 27%. Want to let you know, a minute has passed, only 20% has gone up for both of them.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Whoa! But the Nair going to come out, nothing there off of it. Back air. And now going to be up B, side B.
Boomerang.
Yep. Tried going for the hard conversion. Getting the conversion off his own boomerang. And now 64 to 66, even percent.
Slingshot again.
Yep, 75.
Ooh, barely gets it.
Ooh, barely misses the berry too, but gets that boomerang. And Lloyd Rocket is actually stronger if you hit it before it comes out. So that doing a bit more damage, 93 to 71. And really, if you're a CSU player, when was the last time you faced off against a Villager? So this matchup in experience could really bite CSU in the back. Let's see what it can do, though. 100 to 108. Going deep, but using his own bomb, and just a stall recovery. Gets hit by the Lloyd Rocket.
Gets back on.
Yep, is able to hit.
Pockets arrow. Immediately exposes it.
Yeah, used it quickly. 137 to 121. Both of these characters are, I won't say death percent, but they are at very high percent.
Nair.
Yeah, Nair sending the wrong way. Ooh. That one not going to take it. But Lloyd Rocket coming in to say hello, so is Bowling Ball.
Now he's off stage. Slingshot.
Yeah, slingshots him in the back, but he's able to survive. I can't imagine a slingshot to the back would feel good.
Forward air.
But yeah, Lloyd Rocket to just cover his tracks.
Oh, and he's dead.
Yeah. And now that is going to be 8 to 10. So no matter what, it is going to be a CSU lead after this game. So now down tilt, back air. Young Link with Rage is kind of scary, even though I don't believe most of the combos work. He could do
again.
He could kill a lot earlier.
Oh, almost gets Bowling Ball.
Yeah, able to survive and just
getting pelted by arrows.
Yeah, jeez. Yeah, there's another one. Forward air, 71.
Pockets bomb.
Yeah, tried getting the spike, not getting it though. And that Lloyd Rocket coming from out of nowhere. But still not able to do it.
206, man. Give Villager a chance.
Yeah, this Villager looking for something. Sage of Fire. That slingshot.
That's him with slingshot.
Going to get it.
He's finally down.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Young Link live that high percent ever. So yeah, 9 to 8. So now how are they going to, or who is CSU going to send next? And how is Sage of Fire going to try to counter that?
Their best option is probably the Aegis, since looking from last game, Aegis did really well against Villager.
Yeah, he did pretty well, but Sage of Fire was still able to take 1 stock, and against this team, 1 stock can go a long way. So let's see what they're going to do. That is going to be Dreamless. I mean, Dreamless plays 15.5 characters and some secondaries. But on a real note, this can be the Brawler, this can be the Fox.
He is going back.
Yeah, going back, changing the music. Okay, I'm expecting it not to be Inkling. Not expecting the Inkling here. But yeah, Villager. And thinking about it. Yep.
Aegis.
Yeah, and it looks like behind us, Tiffin and I believe that is Concordia going to last hit, making a lot of noise for that one. But yeah, for this one, just going to run off.
Villager down our stock. Let's see what can happen. Starting off on Mithra.
Yep, and only down 1 stock, but that can mean a lot if you are not able to take a stock against Dreamless.
Chops the tree down. Plants another one.
Yeah, and now just Dreamless able to...
Up air?
Yeah, it just seems like the new plan for Dreamless is just, I am going to stay as far away from you as possible so I don't need to deal with any of your stuff. And so far that has been working because he's been going in on his own time. And that's Blake taking the stock. And only 17% on him. Switching back to Mithra, this can be, what a grab. This can be a whole momentum shift. Up air, up tilt, up air, 38%. But the hands, the straight boxing. And now forward air. Not going to get, yep. What a mix-up.
Side B. Wow, would never expected that.
I mean, that's why it worked. And now
gets tree up.
Yep. Blazing Edge comes up. Just going to last so much longer because of the tree. Tries timing the...
Oh!
Wow!
Tree kills. We love him.
Yeah, what an axe to tree. Shaq to Kobe moment. Wow, that extended the hurt box and that connects and takes it. And that is going to be it. Sage of Fire goes down and Dreamless only losing a stock.
Man, this game is crazy.
Yep, 8-6.
Down a player. We are sending in Gus.
Yep. And as Gus comes in down 8-6. Yeah, this is going to be a very important one because
Nashville.
Yeah, because if you lose Gus and Blake, it's going to be up to Echo. To Eco or Echo?
Eco.
Okay, my fault.
Now you're good.
Up to Eco to clean up the rest. But let's see what Gus can do. This is I feel like this is a high tier matchup. Mithra can just have that speed to overwhelm Palu. But other than that, these characters are pretty even. So let's see what they do. Getting the forward air. Not much else from there. Getting the drag down nair.
Grab down throw.
Yeah, drag down nair to Aegis down throw. I didn't see that combo happening. But yeah, 1, 2, not getting a third.
Forward air, forward air.
Yeah, that's no jump. Gets the spike,
nice
but is able to tech it, even though it was on stage anyways. 65%, tries timing it, gets the down air, nothing else. That move hurts, and there it is again, and that's going to take the stop. That is now going to be 5-8, and now getting almost the full combo, only 24, and now F tilt dash attack. And like I said, just Mithra can overwhelm Palu, so it's just going to be how can Palu get in.
Oh.
I don't know if that would have killed, and that's a scary realization. But that's going to be no jump. Going to have to use Photon Edge to recover. Is able to do it. Not able to take the stock there either. And Lightning Buster just able to give him stage position. Back smash not going to work. That is. Gus having to take one more now to even it up. To even up the player count, as this is 5-7. And now Nair Nothing else. And now it's a bit more neutral, except for that Prominence Revolt. 2, 3.
Gets 3 hits.
Yep. For 40%. Gets that late hit of Nair. Nair just lasts for so long, and you could get a lot out of it.
It's a grab. Down throw. Goes for up air.
Yep,
up air
gets
again.
it there. Tries getting the second one, not going to do it. Yeah, but that F smash, not going to connect. Can he time it? Just barely off. And now there's the down throw. Tried catching the DI. And now up throw. Getting him off stage. Nothing there, but the explosive flame comes out. Not going to take the stock.
Ooh.
Prominence Revolt just to grab ledge.
What
an up air. And now Gus onto his last stock, so now it's going to be 4 to 7.
The Nair.
Yep, that
off stage gets caught. It's not over.
He's going to live. He thought he died. Second one.
And now he's
going to do it.
Great game by Aegis.
Yeah, great game by Dreamless, taking 2.
Down 2 stocks.
Yeah.
Same player count though.
Yeah, same player count, 4 to 6, and it looks like Chimpus is going in. So now, Chimpus versus Gus. Bayonetta versus Palutena. I think we're just crossing off bingo cards at this point. I have no idea how this goes. Like, I tried to at least like make sense of the other ones. This one, I'm kind of just throwing my hands up in the air.
I think Gus has got this though. I've seen him play against Mayos before. He's done pretty well. It's just how he starts off this match might determine how it goes, because he is at one stock.
Yeah, just because of how crew battle format works, because of how well Dreamless was able to do it sets up Chimpus so that he only has to take 1. So even if he goes down 2, and if he is able to get Gus's stock off the board, it's all up to Eco versus both Chimpus and Arctic, which is not a fun time.
No.
Now that's going to be the second one, so let's see how this goes.
Can we get a 3 stock?
And now just a whole lot of holding down neutral. Bayo wanting to get a lot of combo starters from side B and up B. And Palu is able to interrupt it with Nair. And if you're just able to if you're somehow able to keep Bayonetta in disadvantage, then that's a blessing in and of itself. But other than that, just if Gus is able to just make sure Chimpus essentially doesn't play the game, this can be a close matchup. And now up B, 1, 2, 3, 75. And that's what Bayo does. Run up grab too. He's been really bold with those grabs and it's been working.
Gets
3,
it put back in the
4,
combo.
1, 2, 3.
Not gonna kill. 131.
Yeah, just essentially off of 2 of those and a forward throw. And now there is a down throw. Chimpus is DIing that correctly, so not going to get hit by the back air, and there's the back air anyways.
Gets caught. It's going to go for it. Gets back on stage, shields it.
Yep, but he is just one big move away from losing his stock.
Gets caught again.
So Gus having to play carefully.
Ooh, nice back air.
Not
off stage.
Going to take it.
Gets back on.
Yep, 2, 3. What a conversion. And that is now going to be 6 to 3. All up to Eco.
Up a whole player. Let's see what he can do. See what Eco can do. Mario v Bayonetta.
Yep, and we saw this last time, and Eco was able to do a good job, but now, unfortunately, Good's not going to be good enough. He's going to have to take 6 compared to his own 3. So essentially taking 2 stocks for every 1 that he would potentially lose.
It's going to be a tough battle for him.
Yeah, but if he wants to take it home, this is where heroes are made. This is where legends are told. So now Eco really, Eco. Yeah, oh my gosh. Eco really pondering over this, and this is a hard situation to be in. So
tough. Especially if you're playing Mario.
Yeah.
Very gimpable, very cheesable.
Yeah.
You can lose a stock very fast as Mario.
And Bayonetta, very, very much a gimper.
Yep.
Very much a cheeser when he needs to. So now
they go.
Norfair. Okay, just checking.
Smashville.
Yep, Smashville. That is going to be a smaller ceiling, so a lot of these Bayo vertical combos are going to kill. But as much as you could say that for Bayo, you could say that for Mario.
Exactly.
So yeah,
picking his music.
Yep. Someone didn't disconnect their controller. Gus disconnect. Okay, but now that we are in, yeah,
Get himself ready.
Yeah, I was going to say, really just like amping himself up while trying to calm him down. And like that's the thing at this point, just not letting the moment get too big for him. Just try to breathe, try to slow it down, try playing your game because like, is Eco a senior?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this is it. Because like, what I was telling my players was like, okay, even if you lose this, what's the worst that happened? Oh no, you're like, oh no, your Smash career in college is over. Is it overall? Is it done overall? Are you going to stop competing? Like, that's the thing. So
he gets put in a combo.
Yeah, 88% already, and just getting a lot of mileage from just slowing down the players from the fireball. Chimpus getting grabbed, and now Eco getting hit, but down throw, up air,
goes
forward air misses.
Back air.
95%, up tilt, back air. It's almost like I'm watching Falco, but going right off stage, that up smash misses. 119. Yep, going to pull it out, and that's going to take it.
That's it.
Chimpus up 3 to 2, but CSU up 6 to 2. So let's see what Eco can do. Gets a little bit of water.
Gets put in the combo.
I see that he really likes Flood. Like, not that it's bad, but just like it's very interesting. Like all Mario, I feel like all Marios play very similarly, but then there's just that little neat differences from them. As he takes, whoa, he was trying to go for something. 75% calls out the swinging up tilt, not getting anything off of it, but still putting Eco in the bad position. Good B reverse on the fireball, but that is not going to connect. That's going to be an SD. Wow!
Crazy.
He just that was Reader's first on that one, and that was going to be a down air. So now this is going to be last stock for Bethel on their winner side. Getting the down air, nothing else after that. Getting a little bit of water. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 50%, better than 80. Tried going for the cape down there, and really Chimpus trying to take the
SD.
Chimpus is looking like me out there right now. But yeah, 2 SDs. That is going to be a 4 to 1. But that is going to be down air.
Floods him.
Yep. Tried going for the forward air. That could have been crucial, but up air 2. Goes for the read 1. Not going to get it. 1.
Down throw. Nope. And there's him.
Yeah, evens it out. But the jab's coming out. Going to get grabbed. Thrown off stage. What will he do?
Fireball.
Yep.
Flood.
Jump sniped by fireball.
Ooh, he wanted it.
He definitely did, but that almost taken it. And now 103.93 gets him off stage. Still, these floods are just putting him in a position that doesn't get him killed. That's gonna take it. 3 to 1. With that now being 3 to 1.
Rob is next.
Yep.
A Rob 3 stock.
Yeah.
Very rare.
This is going to be Eco. I don't want to say last gasp because if they win, we have a game 3. And honestly, one of the bigger clutches that I've seen this season. So that is a possibility. So let's see what he will do. Going to be Mario on 1 stock versus
Rob on 3.
Rob on 3, and Arctic is not just any Rob.
He's a dangerous one.
He's a danger. So let's,
was it small?
I think we'll find out after they choose the music. Based. I love Pokemon music. Oh, the champion. Yeah, they're doing the battlefield variant of small battlefield. Which I think it's just supposed to be small battlefield, in which they're changing. Yes, my favorite battlefield, small battlefield.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
go.
Small
It is small.
battlefield, and now jumping into it. So yeah, this is going to be Mario versus Rob, and I feel like this music is fitting, especially for especially for Eco, because this feels like the boss at this point.
It is. 3v1 starts.
Yeah, this is the difference between getting eliminated. Yeah, there's a difference between getting eliminated and going to game 3. So 2 SDs incoming. There's one with just a little simple backflip and doing the second one. There we go. So then now here it starts. Starts with some Mario Fireball. So technically, if it went to a timeout, still Arctic would win because of the stocks. But trying to take that stock early with the forward air, I don't even think that would have killed. But just showing a little bit of animosity. But 38, trying to get a bit more. Arctic keeping him in the corner. Yep. 58, tried hitting him with the gyro again, but missing. Another Nair, back air not happening. Nair, gyro. I thought he was going for the side B. I thought he wanted it, but going for the combo. He wants the spike.
Almost got the roll.
2. But yeah, what is Eco going to do? Get hit by up smash, and that's going to be it.
Kills. It was a great match.
Yep, and that
was just better.
Yep, and that is going to wrap up Bethel's life in winners.
Yep.
They are going to be able to play for the 3rd place match, though, so it's not quite over for you guys. And for Cleveland State, moving on to Grands.
GG, guys. Y'all play good. Have a great day.
And with that, that is going to wrap up potentially my time. So if they allow me to call Grands, I will stay. But for now, I will leave. So thank you so much for watching. This is LT Barone. Mr. Afro left, but I was calling with him too. And yeah, we will be right back.